Yes, fumble them. The world don't left now we are. And we self get for make it go before. Then we forget about tribalism. Then we forget about nepotism. Then we think about salon force. So fumble them, we don't come with another episode of politics and economics. For the people that we just join in or we na the first time this so now they join in, my name is Abdul Karim Kargbo. I'm based in Canada and my profession na economist. Na down there, as I always say, and they put food on my table for help me take care of my family. So family Lemuna, welcome. And again, we don't come with another social media sort of blurs. We will talk about the economy and attach onto politics and look at the dynamics. So fambul them I know say beaucoup people them anytime I come on, they will say, oh, you don't come back for the government and stuff. But I repeatedly don't say I'm very clearly saying we not a mouthpiece for the government. And the government, the media considered the fourth estate. So now the media enroll for all the government accountable. So not to for sing praises of the government or anything like that. So outside the government need for improve, we need for beat that up. So then we will understand clearly saying place there for areas then they for improve. So now they more make it like for focus. And by God's grace, if God give you the life, if APC or any other party come to power, on I go notice say we intention or we mandate, if you will, not go change or we responsibility. Some people then go call on duty and not go change at all. We go all whatever administration they na power. So fumble them, the main topic, we have beaucoup things there for talk about. But the main topic we want for talk about tonight, now a situation whereby the this particular group we now the campaign for human rights and development international Chrdi. So they basically put out a press statement and give some damning allegation about or against the the judiciary and talk about corruption na the judiciary. Even though no allegation, but according to them, I will read that in a moment. They say the judiciary even aware. But the problem now is they need to take the appropriate action for look into their allegations then they. So we want to talk about that. The reason we believe say this particular topic is very, very important is the fact say the judiciary supposed to be we last hope. So where the executive were led by the president, and then you look at the legislature, we na parliament, then two body then they we know say politics they into them better one. So as a result, we they see the separation of power is sort of fuzzy. So but the judiciary now supposed to be considered independent of politics. But we know say Salon and Africa in general now something we would struggle with. But for like we see a blatant like corruption within the justice system. Now something we need for point out. So I want to say kudos to Chidi where they highlight this, where they bring this to the public attention, and we will definitely talk about and we get other other topics them also for talk about. And one of the topics them we now something we are very much pleased because me na advocate of democracy. Anybody will know me, then believe they know say I strongly believe in democracy. Yes, for practice and to the letter, now another major challenge. But however, let we just continue for improve on the democratic process na salon. So the reason we make I say this other story are so excited when at this story former presidential candidate cautions President Bill on excessive traveling, government spending. So this, for una we not familiar with them, na Kamarimba Mansari, Mohamed Kamarimba Mansari. So he be contest the 2018 election with Bill Samoa Deol, but for whatever reason, Bokov, we believe, Sena, because he be very vocal against the government misdeeds. So some people they say they set him up, but the way how they handling case, where at one point we get for Yeri say the court ask for let them release him on let them grant him bail, but we say order from above, they deny and bail, and then they set another reason for talk about this complete separation of power, where the judiciary not get power much power in a saloon. That's very sad because Usai democracy truly they work where the court don't pass them verdicts, don't give them decision, no politician of for able for deny them at all. So that's not something we I really want to emphasize. And the reason we make us say are excited over this. Now the fact say Kamarimba, yes, Baku people will disagree with certain things the way he do or don't say. But for me, given the fact that Kamarimba now somebody we he not be afraid, it be always the all the government accountable. And for people to remember, even under Anescoma, it be they speak up. So to me, I believe say, even though not a parliamentarian, you know, get parliamentary seat, but this not the type of politicians them I believe say Salon need for speak up. We not go scared for even in life. Because again, na sacrifice on behalf of the people of Sierra Leone. So if you don't take up that mantra they say I want for serve me people as a politician or as head of a particular political party, you want for be fearless, and where the other side are where say you fearless, you need afraid, and they make a big difference. Whenever you say something, it gets so much weight. They know very well say even if they will call you, you know they afraid as a matter of fact, it will backfire on them because now the young side and go see. So to me, for the fact say it don't make a comeback, and they don't release her from jail, and I understand say based on the US now, right now. So for like the media begin pick them up. And when I see this particular headline, I decide for going in Facebook page and I see some other strong talk about the government, way to me is sort of troubling. And this particular thing where he say, according to a Facebook page, he say, I not start yet. Then don't begin catch cold. I just the warm up for now. I will continue to speak truth to power. I'll continue to be the voice of the voiceless. So help me God. So this particular position where it take, any Sierra Leone person we care about that country they go on before. We know very well say waiting currently lacking is a formidable. I use the word formidable because we get opposition people them. We get a member of the opposition with the APC because right now we only get two parties then a parliament compared to the 2018 election. But even so, we know they see, say, the APC opposition folks, them, they're very strong in the opposition or the critique against the government mishap or misgivings. So that's not something where I believe, say, for let we get the fourth estate, where include VOS and other media outlets, in addition to voices like Kamarimba and the other political people we not to just APC, I feel say a very, very welcoming. And this they send a message to waiting I go say the establishment, them politicians, them we see that as a career. It go send a message to them and say, on our way to this not to like force them we can do something and then the media no know about them and all that. So Dande by itself, I believe say it go put them on guard. So fumble them. The other topic we I want for talk about, and this again, I want for say Boku thank you to Sierra Loaded, because now they get plenty of we breaking news. Now this other story say more SLPP executives poised to resign due to corruption, hardship. So that corruption part, and at that make specifically we chose this particular topic for talk about corruption. On a member President Bill come na power, and this now something like a sort of music. Now people like yes, where it be really sweet for you, where it say it go fight corruption, corruption go be something of the past, or it not go be fashionable if I can quote exactly, and what's the way they say. So if it pledge say corruption not go be fashionable, then look within and as a matter of fact, within a day or two, we get headline like this. We get headline we point to corruption na the judiciary, and then headline also they talk about corruption within the SLPP, and where the one day they even almost they force some big alleged them na SLPP for resign. So I know say that hardship, the average salon people them can they can talk say well the money, the government money it just there within the big guys them and all that. So if people and they resign because of hardship, then they speak volume. They tell we clearly saying what I don't pass guy or what I don't pass flour, whichever way you're comfortable with. So if again I will repeat this, if the Agbagba them na salon, then they resign or they want for resign because of hardship na the country. Ebo, what about the average person? And in addition to that, another part of the story, if time permit we, Mohamed Kamarimba, it talk about this story. And this again now another troubling development. This way I go now Mohamed Kamarimba in page, I see this one saying police don't detain Dr. Patricia Lavalley for where he assault a sitting minister. And the minister where he assault, according to Kamarimba in write-up, or where I read the fine print, if when I read the fine print, when I go see say the minister where Patricia Lavalley assault na the tourism minister. So that's again for let we begin see that kind of thing in a salon. Let it speak volume. It tell we clearly saying no, then people are not get their act them together. If they want to be the role model and police go detain this now deputy minister. So a deputy minister then go detain them, not for corruption, but for assault somebody else. Where now another sitting minister, if even not a sitting minister, but for the fact say you assault somebody as a minister or deputy minister, then they show how much irresponsible them people here be. That they show how much lack of professionalism. And again, let's circle back to the Auditor General. the claim where they levied on them and in deputy when they talk about saying, oh well, the professional misconduct and stuff like that. This one, now the classic definition of professional misconduct for lack at a cabinet meeting una create that kind of thing. They'll read quickly Mohammed Kamarimba and write up on that. He writes say, and this is about 3 days ago, he posted on a Facebook page. Marabio, 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 Marabio. If we be no, if we be no, Julius Marabio, the people of Sierra Leone are suffering with excruciating hardship. You are in control of over 1 billion, which the equivalent will be to 24 billion new leons, or old leons, it will be 24 trillion yearly of our country's money to deliver basic needs and development to the people. Please, please, please cut down on your extravagant traveling, reduce the size of your government, reduce your wage bill, and make Salone a better place. So this now against the backdrop of the hardship na the country. So the one way it talk about the minister, it say, what a disgrace. Madabio's appointed ministers fighting at his state house. Minister Lavali slapped Minister Nabila Tunis na state house. This can only happen when you have an irresponsible Madabio who surround himself with people that are not fit for governance and purpose. Where are we heading as a nation? So this fumble them, awala we put, I know say I can always say this, but I truly mean them. Awala we put politics aside on this particular issue though. Then we look at what do it mean if ministers then go to this length, then fet before the president, and we hear rumor back about tension between the first lady and the chief minister. So this not going to be a distraction, and particularly where we need them for concentrate on the work of the people, because the country triangle, the country truly, truly need the president and his team for they on their A game, meaning that almost perfect because of the way how the country triangle. But no, instead, for like again, outside people in the meet, clearly tension get for rise, no question about that. But the difference is the leadership. Outside the leader they respect for they. And even there we workplace themselves will not be at that kind level. Even now, them people away they do like fast food joint or then job them where you go say, you know what, today you can decide for say I quit and you go find similar job elsewhere. Even they then can tell where they happen, it'll be very, very bad on the organization and as well as the manager in charge. So now that make whenever it happen, they can take a very drastic action against the people that were involved. It happen even the sport where you see two people in the fight, the referee can give them yellow card, and if it really severe, they give them all two red card. So let alone they run a whole country, and then people are now senior people them, because deputy minister of finance, that's not a big position down there, where you supposed for be very, very responsible in any shape or form. So fumble them, there were some of the topics them where we will talk about. And again, if we get enough time, Another topic where I want for slot in now about the opposition minister, opposition MP, where I believe saying that the whip, and this now one fine gentleman, where I mean fine, not in face, but like the way how it be very active. If we able get at least say 20 of them now parliament on the APC side, then will make a huge difference. So this particular man, when Abdul Karim Kamara, it a push for the minimum wage na salon for like they reconsider that. So in simple term, they try for advocate for like they increase the minimum wage. And the position where it take on that, it try for say, even though it compare with a own previous administration under the APC, uh, under Aneskoma APC, it try for make a comparison of the minimum wage back then, we according to Ramna be 500 thousand, we new leons now you will say 500 leons versus now we the price of less versus the minimum wage where yes it don't go up to 800 leons when are 800,000, but it try for make the case say, well, even though the minimum wage don't go up to 800,000 old leons and 800 new leons, but the bag of rice, it don't go up so much that the minimum wage not even enough for buy one bag rice. So it therefore say where you compare to where Anescoma Bidede, again, this I go read what he say in a moment, but I just want for set the stage for let people understand exactly the positions them or the comments them where them people are make and where it fall on the topic of hardship and corruption as well. So now that's now the key message now yeah today. So the corruption, we according to the report here, sort of really don't they increase, and then the hardship, we even don't they bet the big allege them na state house. So that's make we decide for just lump them together. So that will set the stage for them. So before we go, we sit down proper one for begin talk about all them things here from Bulem. I just want for quickly go through the phone lines, the numbers that we want for call for join we, particularly for the people that already listen to the VOS now the radio. If you did in North America, we include the United States, Canada, and Mexico, you can call a toll-free number where that number then now we go responsible for your calls, for pay for the calls. I will say the tab is on we. So that number then now 1-866-944-7722. The number again now 1-866-944-7722. If you call from the UK, the local number for each we now +4420 80891455 +4420 80891455. If you call from Australia, the number where you can able call we at, you can just dial +612909843337 +612909843337. And if you're not able for use any of the numbers, then they no worry. We get a universal number where I can always say now the one port number. That's now the WhatsApp number, and the number for reach we on WhatsApp now 1-343-997-5828. 1-343-997-5828. And also we get radio station as Salon, we now Freetown specifically, and it in the eastern part of Freetown, but the people elsewhere cable Ketchum now 91.9 FM, and then get plenty programs them we are going to encourage you now for Leona tune in and Leona join them. The term them way the broadcast I go encourage you now for let una download the VOS app so una go able for catch other programs them we did get we get na VOS, and particularly if you want for just listen to music where we know the live on the air where they play different type of African music, so then they go relax and soothe you till we come back online. So if for let you able um, listen to we, no matter which part of the world you there, we gonna encourage you for let you download we WhatsApp. I'm sorry, we mobile app. And the mobile app where you can able for download, please go now the Google Play Store or the Apple App Store and type VOS television. So when you type VOS television, you will able get the link, and when you download the app, if you see something like this, now the front page, we get plenty other functionalities. So for people them way don't join we, I want to say boku thank you to una all we don't join we. And for the people them way not join we it, dear una we don't join, we go encourage una for una share the one in our YouTube, the one in our Facebook, the one in our Twitter, the one them now the website when our VOS television.com. I will encourage you now for now share so more people are able for watch, and let we talk about them topics here. Remember, salon business, not all man business. They are not sit down and say, not to me business, and they affect me right now. If you do that, a big mistake, because only like how they can say time will tell. So in a matter of time, it will affect you directly somehow, someday. For now, you go say, oh well, and they affect me picking them. So I don't care. And they affect directly me fumble them. I don't care. No, that is a mistake. Big one. So there, let we care. Let we talk about waiting they go on at the country. And the people and we don't send messages. I want to say Boku thank you and welcome to Brother George Walker. And thank you very much. It say, well, it's long overdue. Finally, some members of the cabinet have finally found their moral compass back on corruption. And he also say, I agree. Politics aside, I understand that sometimes there's will by disagreements among ministers and tensions will be high, but where is the decorum? Absolutely. And that's not the point we did here for emphasize now. Yeah, say tension can they, but still, and that make them be the ministers then be the agbagba them, because them for set bright example for the younger ones then particularly. And I want to say Boku thank you and welcome to we brother Konoti, and thank you as always. Say good evening, brother Kargbo, Walker, and the rest of the family. I pray all is well and peace, security, and prosperity over our land and people. And I also say Boku thank you to now all we don't join we, and we will definitely encourage una for Leona continue for join we on VOS network. And I noticed say for some reason we did get some issue for broadcast on Twitter, but fumble them we go try for fix that behind the scene. So again, sorry for we the people on Twitter not we will forget this direct broadcast, because the feed to we Twitter handle for some reason it is show error. So we will ask the technician for take care of that. So fumble them, they were not the topic. And again, as I can always do, the phone lines they're open right away. So una can call, join the program, and let we talk about the issues here. So let we go first to again as I make it clear saying I go deal with the main topic, but I want to let we set the stage. Kamarimba, the thing them we a post now in Facebook page. I want for let we go through again we able make sense of waiting na imposition, waiting na the thing way it is say, and how it be something for discourse, for let the president look into. And this one about the president in travel, about the spending and all that thing and day, we all know say not to something we it completely surprising. But the fact of the matter is President Bill Italic, anytime we complain, Sierra Leoneans then complain, the next thing where they do, they even do something more than waiting will be the complain about. So, in my opinion, how you go continue for they do that, where you say you they serve the people them and you get the people their interest at heart. That show now waiting I mean. Now, Kamarimba Naya, they appeal to the president, let it think about the people where they suffer, and even say, it suggests few things then Naya. It suggests for like a cut down on in traveling, where you go save money, and that money they go use them on something else for help the people them come off from their miserable life. And the second thing where he talk about is the size of in government. And where you reduce the size of the government and waiting it for happen in return, you get for reduce the wage bill because then people and they way you they let go, you get for then save money for given the amount where you be they pay them. So that's now the logic behind Kamarimba in talk say let the government reduce the cabinet, the size of in cabinet or the size of in government, and then they go help for save salon money, and by extension e go able that money they that extra money where they save, e go able for put them on better use, meaning that use way go able for push salon like the social things them go before. So that's na in Kamarimba they talk about na yeah. But Fambul them the the thing where baffle me, we all be the expect say at this point President Bill for able get people and cry, understand who side people and they come out from, understand waiting the people they want. And again, and I'll for go back to the election because they don't say, oh well, if we're not satisfied, on a vote out of power and stuff. But look what happened at the election. So they rigged the election. So meaning that even where people they want for exercise, then dissatisfaction ain't not great at all. So now you need to listen to people them. You they do whatever you want, and not to in the interest of the people them. Because I can understand if you they do something and you say, okay, well, this are they do in the interest of the people. That's definitely a nice for let you steadfast, let you really, really put your foot down and say no. The people that we want for corrupt this government or we want for do something same way, not they in line with the people them of the salon people interest. I not go listen to them. I not go back down and stuff. But that's not completely the opposite. Completely the other way. So the thing they all where they talk so, waiting how they make reference to Fambulem. Now this is sort of not too clear, a blurry because I download them as image. But I just quickly tell on waiting it there about. You see them boku boku names here Fambulem. Now appointments. So meaning that the President Bill still a continue for the give post them where Salono gets the money. So meaning that the small money where they go big, we don't know the give for the most part because we don't get that kind of revenue for operate the government. So we rely heavily on donor funds. So them money then they whether na trust them trust will, whether na give they give you for free. But guess what? Then they supposed for come help the people them because plenty of their money then they make them very clear where they give them say this now for reduce the suffering of the Salon people. But look at this. And waiting at the date on this one, fumble them. Now recent something. So if we they continue for see this kind thing, President Bill they continue for give more positions them where we not get that money they. So waiting it they tell we that advice where we na VOS and now Kamarimba self don't add to it. Guess what? It they tell we say he not care about the people them. Waiting he care about for satisfy in base, for satisfy the people that we don't promise. So why fix the government or the country in economy in a way that you go increase the pie? So when you increase the pie, everybody now go get a share of it. But if you shrink the pie and then that small pie, and then you take a big chunk of that pie there, you give the people away you sabi, the people away close to you. And remember, you're not president for the entire country, for even the people that will not sabi you. As long as na salon then they, you're not president for them. You supposed for make life better for them. But with this kind reckless spending, I go say, where almost every analyst in a salon, including I remember last week and on Mr. Shilon program as well, we talk about SLPP youth where they complain say Tin Tianga, they not get job, they not even get better place for sleep. But yet you continue for take the direction where the wrong direction. To you, it might be a new direction, but it's very clear it's in a wrong direction. So you continue for the open positions there, for the give you cronies them more positions them, and ambassador this, ambassador that, and then ambassadorial positions then they. Now, in fact, the terrible part of it, now foreign money would they pay them. So meaning that it will take a whole lot of salon money for let we able pay them people in there. So if that's not the case, we they talk about the country triangle, the country not get money, but you continue for make them kind appointment here. We get little or no direct no benefit to the people them. I say little because some people then go on for justify and say, oh well, now for increase with diplomatic tie and all that stuff then they but guess what? You get boku boku government them where then they combine like then go get one minister one consulate in we own case let's say na UK because again na Commonwealth country and the consulate na UK because UK closer to France and then go make the ambassador there go cover France and the other countries then where they close by. So when you do that, guess what? Now where that you they save the country money, especially salon small. So if you say this now for let you go able cover the salon people them now then country then they and stuff, how many of them salon people and then country then they? Where from UK to France, not far. So why you need forget a consulate na UK and you establish embassy again in France, and you establish na Belgium and eh, Netherlands. Like I'm not able to understand though. I really not able to understand. The same thing again are plenty African countries them where you dey open embassies them all over the place. So because of the proximity, instead of you open embassy, why you not open like an agency? Where for operate an agency a way less than you put a whole embassy there. Hey bro, President Bill, why you they treat with money so? Why you they miss appropriate with money the country in funds? And this, yes, if at all waiting you say, we take them for granted, say you they left in 2028, but still, government na continuity. It not necessarily means say because you know get for face the people them of Salon again in a form of election, if for just basa the money. Then we take a call and I will continue. VOS Network. Hello caller, waiting on your name and who say the call reform, please. Hello. All right. Well, it look like say we lost that caller there. So again, I will encourage you for call back and all right, fumble them. This na something where any salon person for be troubled by this kind of development. As I say, big SLPP alleges them. If indeed we take the story, say they want for left the country. Then put pictures then here, but it's not clear whose particular people them we want for left. As a matter of fact, this recycling thing, it's just unfortunate that the press release a blurry. But one of the people them way a key ambassadorial position now Mohamed Kanja Sisse. So again, ambassador to Paris, France. Not to demand that we be proved ineffective and then he step down and now you dey recycle him for put him as ambassador. So meaning that within the BO administration, they not get enough people them where they're not able for see other saloon people them we qualify for all certain positions them. So it get for be the old folks then just they rotate. The same thing again with that terrible works minister we they don't kind of pass and different side them himself. The same way. Several things the way he don't do. We should clearly say he incompetent, but yet he still did it. So I don't know really. And again, this is not anything personal against President Bill. I want to make him very clear. But President Bill, almost every time you dey show we say it look like the people elect you by mistake. Because you not to somebody where you go able push that country there in a meaningful way. Because I always can like for qualify my statement then. I talk about meaningful way. We all know waiting at the primary motive, the primary intention of a president, or the primary responsibility of a president from Buleb. Una tell me if I understand correctly. And almost majority of Sierra Leoneans them will tell you the same. The primary responsibility of a president now for make the people them where you they rule their life better. That's not the primary responsibility. And of course, you campaign on that in 2018. And you the video the term way una be they do una debate 2018. Waiting you say where APC then they talk about they don't make roads and talk about different infrastructures. Waiting you say. You say not to that kind thing the Salon people and they eat. According to you, you say not to development, meaning infrastructure, people and they eat. You make it clear, saying the bread and butter issue. Now in Salon people and care about. So, but you now, like I always can say, Salon President Bill, you get a two-type salon. You get salon where you they paint to the international community, and then you get the salon where now the true picture of salon where mean people and they suffer. So, but apparently you concentrate more on the salon where you want the international community for see. So that make you focus all, not on the salon people anymore, but you focus all on the international community. Because now they give them fake award where you're not deserving of it. And now you they able make the case and lie, mislead people them, and then give aid where that aid they now we not get any sober somebody we go hold you accountable for the aid then they. So you don't try for fun way how you manipulate the system and not be accountable to the salon people them, and you they push now you international on the international scene. What will they go up? And even now, waiting then can they tell we, then can tell we that parable say charity begins at home. So not to you force you for clean up before ever you look into the international community. And as a matter of fact, if you did do well at home, the international community then go get the memo. So you did do very well. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who they call we from, please.
Yeah, thank you so much, Mr. Kargbo. How you doing? I hope God will continue to bless you for where they enlighten you. We who they are.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, you want for come closer to the mic, please, or your phone. You sort of they appear a little bit far.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm clear enough now.
Very clear now. Thank you. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, sorry about that.
That's okay.
I just want, the question is, have you say Dr. Lavali, I just want to respond to Kamal Limba in posting. I think all he said it be in place, but the only problem where we get, I've said Dr. Lavali, she's no more serving that cabinet. Since we be come, she have been removed or I resign, I don't know. Not the only problem, not the only thing I want the people in question.
But the posting actually it taken from a newspaper though, without something recent.
Yeah, I don't know. We need to for check.
So now the paper this, and according to the paper, a lot zoom so people can go see the it just happens to say why zoom the foggy. But clearly it say as a matter of fact now today it's paper Thursday, so 14th November 2024. So
yeah, what they say? The because since when they make Kaloko the minister, Patricia is no more serving in that administration. I don't know.
No, the write up. I go try for Zoom, but thank you so much. But I be read the write up. I don't know if I zoom if una go see I'm clear. But the write up is very clear saying she's still there. But anyway, I go try for cross check really.
Yes, for check.
No,
She was a deputy minister, but I don't feel say she's still serving because when Kaloko come, I think she was they remove her. I pretty believe that she's the one serving in that administration. I'm not just know whether I'm the deputy because they get two deputies.
and anyway, I go quick na the website, na the cabinet
Yeah, check.
website, and then
Yeah.
but clearly this paper, na recent paper, and where I be read he even say where they be they try for go na the press conference before this thing happened and stuff like that, and today, so clearly now something recent. And but go ahead. I don't know if that's no more you want for
No,
say,
I don't
but
know what going.
okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I know because no, just I know like 50-50, but I feel say Dr. Lavali was changed. Wait, you can second time. I don't know, but
No,
go check that. And I really eager for being informed. I feel say they will change Dr. Lavali. Okay,
yeah.
thank
Well,
you, sir.
yeah. Well, thank you. I go kind of. It just happened almost say we now be breaking news. So where I read that part there, and I just sort of take say yes. So unfortunately, the list where I they look at is a current presidential cabinet, but not current because I still see Kanja Sise named it as energy minister. So that's unfortunate. So I'm not able to rely on waiting in at the website because not current. But in any case, there anybody will get current information as to whether or not Dr. Lavali still be a deputy minister, let we know. But according to this write-up, it say clearly deputy minister, and it make it clear saying now something way very recent. And as I say, now breaking news as of today. So dear wanna help me, and I go quick. I go also go again through me different sources for verify this. Okay. All right. Well, fumble them again. I want to say boku boku thank you to we brother. We bring this to our attention, and eti himself say not too sure, but clearly we will verify that. Um, I dey try for check me different sources them right now. Yes, according to a source now saying Dr. Patricia Nganga Lavali is no longer serving as the Deputy Minister of Finance in Sierra Leone. She resigned from her position in November 2021. So now, so not to the first bill though, now this second bill, following her appointment as the African Development Bank's country manager for Tanzania. The African Development Bank officially announced her appointment on December 9th, 2021. So, well, if it be they represent the African Development Bank country manager for Tanzania, so I don't know if not that capacity they though, but clearly this paper show a very recent something. But thank you very much. Yes, I just confirm through my source, and it shows say yes, a bit all resign, but the time where he resign now be 2021, not to the first bill, now the second. Oh, sorry, my bad. Yes, the first bill because the second bill, I forget say the election will be 2023. Yes, the first bill, first term. But in any case, though, again, thank you for this. So this satellite newspaper, I hope say that they listen and then we'll make the correction or try for make we know because they say this now something will happen quite recently as the paper na them post them, then publish them today. So we are Siam and Kamarimba in page and as you say now from a newspaper and because of again as I said the timing we now today I don't do all the research the necessary so I just kind of show now and I make a quote directly saying from Kamarimba in page and all that. But thank you so much, caller, for you help clarify that for we, saying I no longer be Minister of Finance, Deputy Minister of Finance. But we don't know if the situation still be the case. For say because this now big allegation this or big headline when a today headline for say police detain them for way a slap the sitting minister. So let me take another call and VOS network. Hello caller, waiting on your name and outside the call from please. Hello. Hello. All right, well, call me back. For some reason, I don't know if not the possibility we be try for call first. We may be in line there on mute, but call me back, please. So fumble them, well, that's now one thing, but the one where I be they talk about, where I be really they emphasize that governance, like the spending in terms of the economy, as I be they say, the economy now one aspect where President Bill truly emphasize on, where he even I always they make reference give reference to that song, say Tolombo no go sidona ya angry boku. That song they it tell we everything where to make the people both APC in a power, where to make them pull in a power, saying that angry boku. So now he make a surprise plenty people unpleasantly because from where are they follow both yeah and Africa, where they follow elections, politics, unless if rigging take place. But if rigging not take place, most times, if not all the time, countries them where they go through heavy economic issue, where people and they suffer thing for itself, it tranga, plenty time, they need to elect the incumbent, meaning the person will be there. They're not can re-elect the president with the day. And at that make Baku analysts them, they even predict saying the election at Ghana, the current president in party, where the person where they stand for that party, they now the current vice president, they go lost the election because Ghana tranga. The economic hardship na Ghana is very severe. So that a baggage for the current vice president. And we see recently in America, yes, but people and they say, oh well, now because of racism, now because of this, because of that. No. If you check closely at the economy, people and they echo that, it just happens say the Democrats they miscalculate. Then feel say, as people can say they always can do, they tell people how they feel. Say no, appropriate or make sense for law on a vex for this. No. If people and they feel something, address them feeling. not disregard them feelings and then saying them feeling not justifiable and not justified. No. And that's not the miscalculation we have in America. So almost everywhere you look, go Europe, even though the COVID it affect the whole world, but still people are not willing for forgive. They're not willing for take chances and saying, well, let we forgive them for forgive the president or the prime minister or whoever the head be because of a champion this, that. No. And even at Canada and we going into the COVID, the prime minister in party na be majority. He began majority seat. But with all the issues them where Boku people and go say yes, it don't do well for navigate the COVID situation. But you get Boku people and still where they say tin and trianga. So the inflation, yes, it don't come down, but the price them, they're still there up because price as I always can tell you now, price them can come down where we see negative inflation, meaning that it get for be really, really bad. Like the economy get for be really, really bad for let you see price then negative. Let price growth, like the change in price, let it be negative. It go hard for see in a normal economic cycle. So that's make people still go continue for see their high prices than they because inflation they just add on top of the current prices them. So meaning if you say price they go up, it will continue for be on top of the already high prices they will only see. So countries them all over or leaders them all over the world they feel this and then they put their election in jeopardy. So where you put all this together, you kind of wonder, say, how Salon for be different? And especially where people have they complain, people have they grumble, talk about gun dry, talk about this, talk about that. And yet the president and only win according to the commission, the ECSL, according to them, in only win, a win first round. So that's kind of questionable given the dire situation in the country. So Fambulem, if President Bill see this particular issue as something where if campaign on, the bread and butter issue where it campaign on. So if people and they complain about that particular issue they now, why enough for listen to the people them? Why enough for do whatever they na empower, whatever possible for reduce the hardship of people them. So instead, he continue for do the same old measure, the same solution, and they expect a change. How they can call them? You they do the same old trick, and then you expect a different result. No, they work that way. And the bookman them then gets the way how they call that, but I'm not gonna say that. So if you big government the first time, it not take the country nowhere, and it still give the country puts the country into big debt, big wage bill, and in a situation that for even now pay you teachers them nawala, for even now fulfill that education mandate where you talk say you go pay school fees for picking and stuff, then they self don't begin drag behind. And now we they see the different sectors them they struggle for money. So yet see saying a priority for let you address the issues then they. But yeah, what do? You priority now for continue for give people them jobs, open more positions them, for continue for increase the wage bill. able somebody this way like in country. Let me try one more time this person if name again. VOS network. Hello caller, waiting on your name and who say they call you from, please?
Yeah, Mr. Kargbo, good evening.
Yes, sir. Good evening. Go ahead, please. Waiting on your name and who say they call from?
Yeah, James again will be called for clarify say I believe say Dr. Patricia Ravalin, she's not part of the cabinet. Thank you for verifying that. Yeah,
Thank you so much for bringing that to our attention. Great job. Thank you. We truly appreciate that, sir. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, and yes, economy in everywhere in the world. Now, one of the major things with the indicates say if there's any election, power for change. Then they don't. It has been proven that the developing world, it has been proven that developed world like America. I would also say, Mr. Kargbo, you may not be the fifth state Donald Trump. Republican would have overwhelmingly won election in this country, getting the two houses and the presidency. And a surprise to you with all your analysis and whatever you do. That's a major measurement way for respect in any country. But one thing we would give credit to Donald Trump, with all the negative the media be there against him, it was bold enough for Guna, the Lions them, media that is not friendly to him, even though he talk stupid, but he be winning for Woody. And talk with you if you say, now a policy, and most times, you and I will feel saying that stupidity we talk, but most Americans learn to appreciate Donald Trump for that. And that's how he won this election. But let's go back to our country. Wherein APC came in, I don't totally say that their fault, because the court cases against Samuel Kamara before the election, almost like 4 months towards the election, that's the time they organized the party and even elected him as a flag to the leadership for take the party to election. If we compare all those things, and even this is the only election as alone, I see the party not will preach polo. But even those who are generally AP supporter, they say someone come out only when one time for local when I'm in stronghold. Don't talk about Southeast where we say it will be molested or there be blockers and they create blockade. I feel say with all these things, let's campaign Tamakama and others. I don't know what thing they be Timapa. Perhaps somebody promised them something. But Tamakama totally did not take this election as any opposition party reacted aggressively for coming into power. I don't know what was the promise he had before the election. I strongly believe that Tamakama would have aggressively approached this election. And APC would have put their shoulder to the wheel. I think they would have won this election and the past election. But generally, I know say there was manipulation. You don't get the 55%. But I believe say with the result of that day, if they come in Southeast and Northwest, I believe say BO get advantage. And obviously get the 55%. That's why it's difficult for the result to be out. But I believe say BO gets advantage for lead Samakama. Like way news and other observers said. But I don't think they BO get the 55%. Thank you, Mr. Kargbo, and God bless you all.
And thank you very much for your analysis, brother. And I like the comparison we make with Donald Trump. And you said it all. You say people are not be like what they say, something the way they talk nonsense and stuff. But it's very clear, say people take the risk because them believe say it go able for fix them pocket money issue, them pause. So but that bill is in case now the reverse. I can understand if the economy be they go well, and then other thing else like a scandal, the corruption issue and whatnot. Yes, that arguments they for Bill water. But remember, Bill not too stupid man in terms of politics, then they go giam that. Isabi salon politics. And even though to me, now messy politics and the underhand business too much, but salon politics, but definitely.
Mr. Kargbo, to be honest with you, if Salman Kamara would have been serious, and APC would have been serious, we also have Salon politics, we also have Salon politics. So this election would have been a very easy game for APC.
And anyway, let we not go back. Let we not
Every
go.
pointer
Me
was
brother,
against you.
brother James, and I like your analysis. But if what you say so, it act for let somebody go agree. You know why?
No, sir.
Fine. President Bill, just like how you say we get the upper hand. So if that's not be the case, what not be the reason for like Rigam, for like allow a second round? If he be get the upper hand. So again, now make I say that man, na man way, if I say is sabi politics, I not feel say na our go call her na compliment to na dirty politics in they do. So in salon standard, people then go see him as a compliment, say sabi politics and stuff, but no, not a fair game that one day. Because Trump and not be get no influence for for change election result or whatever it is and stuff. But he use tactics where he go na the grassroots and he give them, I believe say Boko of them promises then in a false promise. But he give them that promise day. And then give them the benefit of the doubt because the see same first time, even though he be there the part of the COVID, but the COVID not be don't see them in that way that then see inflation go up to over 9%. So they not see that part of Trump at all. So it's like nostalgia. People then believe say, oh well, it go able for bring back the magic way we do and stuff. Forgetting to say government na continuity. A lot of waiting a benefit na the handwork of waiting Obama be done put in place. So by the time it come, then policies then they be done ripe enough for begin feed into the prosperity of the country. So and it get for enjoy back the second term because plenty of waiting Biden don't do, then policies then get for mature under Trump. So Trump, as a matter of fact, in that regard, I go say na lucky man because they don't clean things them for him. He no get for undo the heavy lifting because like inflation now. Inflation is around 2% now in the United States. So it not be that 9% again, it is 2%. So within that 2%, the Federal Reserve now then gets the freedom for continue for reduce interest rate. And when you reduce interest rate, it stimulates the economy. So you see, you don't get
Because
nothing
there'll be
for do
excess
with
money in the market. Yeah. But
exactly.
Mr. Kargbo,
So you don't
Mr.
get
Kargbo,
nothing. You don't get let just complete that point there. You don't get nothing for do with Trump in policy. This not just the Federal Reserve policy or the monetary policy. It get for finding way into boosting economic activity. So India for be beneficiary of where the Fed don't strong, they don't really tighten up under Biden, where Biden not able to enjoy most of the benefits there. During Trump now, then get for begin loosen the monetary policy and the growth rate therefore benefits Trump. So yes, go ahead and we get another call. But finish your point, sir.
yeah, just 1 minute. But Mr.
Yes.
Kargbo, one credit, me, Naya, I not voted for Trump. But one credit I dey give Trump, a campaign nationwide. one thing APC was not organized due to whatever manipulation BO did, and they allowed it because of that infighting and whatever happened, the court, everything, the institution as alone, we are against APC. With that, and APC, even in Port Loco, how can you, APC, Port Loco is the base of APC. Someone come out only went there one time. After APC not address, they don't take that election serious. I rest my case.
All right. Well, thank you very much, brother James. And clearly, unfortunately, we're not able to see that play out because President Bill he deprived we of things playing out in a natural way for let people and truly speak out to within they want. Let they then desire come through. So we're not able to get that full picture. So maybe let we just give the benefit of the doubt. But clearly it go hard for convince anybody saying President Bill be deserving of winning, like if he be win, whether he rig the election or not. It go hard for convince people them. Because if at all you want convince people them, then you go ask the question, if that's not be in your calculation, why if we puts the country through this? If it be truly no say, whichever way, whether he rig the election or not, if we're still able win, the second term, I mean the second round, a matter of days. I think about 14 days after the first round for conduct the second round. And definitely the international community for be able for give salon money for run the second round. So I don't see any excuse other than Bio not being confident, say he go win a second round. Now that way, and that imply we make a decide for rig the election. VOS network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who they call we from, please.
Uh, this is Kaitia for the call from Maryland.
Hello, brother Kaisia. For thank you so much for we calling. And waiting you take on the program tonight, sir. Go ahead, please.
I just laugh now. See people who still go back to the old Salon election 2023. And people don't forget about that one.
You got for forget too, because na key components that of the politics. You got for forget, brother.
That's true, but like this one that used to say, matter you rig the election. All the observer the way miss I don't see EU, World Bank, blah blah blah. All the people that we go see Commonwealth, Carter Foundation. I don't see no document who say they use the word to the president rig. The word rig. Now APC talking point. But not that me call for me to talk about we are American election now. I say brother James say Donald Trump win because he go na the Lions Den. He go to the media houses where no lekam. Me no be go na no go na MSNBC, no go CNN, go ABC. He just go Fox all the time. So that is not true. Americans can choose whiteness over morality. I will able to prove to you. The 7 states away when we states away really on any election can be. They get Democratic senators already run all the states except for Pennsylvania. Then Democratic senators already run and win all them places with a higher percentage pass than Kamala. If not, a Democrat even put a male white man, straight male white might beat Trump because we all know the man, me to run any run for improve Americans in life. It's just for himself for letting go jail. Everybody know that one day. But this country, that one mistake where they don't make with Obama and never make out any other black man. Not to your lifetime again. They're not going to do that. They choose whiteness. Because everybody knows the people that will poor today, we Biden and president still for remain poor. Then there's no magic. I don't see any policy with Trump in the last 4 years we change anything. The biggest policy we've been passed on that tax code for the rich people. Look the cabinet says for know the kind of people who they pick safe. Now they will know say that man then for himself is income. Get Attorney General, somebody will get case the behind and say it's sleep with 17-year-old. It's possible for like jail safe. You understand? Not to. He said Donald Trump campaign statewide. Who side? You go New York and then go California. Now Maryland, you know, can campaign in Maryland. Nobody not tell me say go campaign in Minnesota. Nobody not tell me say go campaign in Colorado. So Mr. James, they are big with all due respect, not the truth. America just choose whiteness over morality. They recorded Donald Trump gets so no American not gets him. He go get a job in McDonald's, but he's been elected head of state. Head of state. As long as you get convicted felon, you can get job in most places. Every application form now they do background check. Donald Trump will fail background check even for be a security guard. So not to in policies way in promises way make people don't know say Trump they lie. All man say they lie. Most of the things they talk nobody know they listen. But when it comes for that election, they just choose. Imagine they're not going to elect black person again, let alone black woman. It was an impossible tax. We all know that. When I registered Democrat, when I'm out at the give money to Democrat, it was an impossible tax. They're not going to make that mistake again, and we don't like that. They chose whiteness over morality, over the future of the country. I'm telling you that. Because take an was then senator, they already run then states in the Arizona, Michigan, Wisconsin, now they all win with a higher percentage past Kamala, with the exception of a case in Pennsylvania. So we would have able to tell you that discrepancy.
Okay, well, again, I really get your point, but let we agree for disagree. For me, a very clear. Even people they like this point where they make so, but ask yourself, not to the same white people no run against Kamala, and they all rally behind them for be the Democratic nominee. Let we not talk like say the whites they all pack now the Republican Party.
No.
Yeah.
In fact, the most racist white person in America is a liberal white. I'm telling you that.
Yeah, but
Look,
you
the most racist white.
Yeah, but you they talk like say Democrats do not get white people them.
No, but look, the white Democrat, they go at the booth. Now in one grade at the booth. When I get for vote, I get for vote.
Yeah, but them people and they how you feel say Americans them here is me take. Now people will lack money. Then he always puts the money outside the mouth day, as they can say. So how you feel say billionaires they give money to Kamala in campaign because he raised money past Trump.
No, from grassroots more.
No, even money man them
because
that's not the issue.
Of
now that's not the anyway. This program now for salon, but now that's now that's in fact. Let's just wrap up now. Yeah, now that's
make one quick point about salon, please. Just 1 minute.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please.
Yeah.
I don't escape myself. Well, salon and Africa in general, this notion see if economy is bad, now every country, especially in Africa, the incumbent government they lost. Where elections are comparison, you compare one party and then policy. Just because the country, the people are angry in the country, if the other party not even make any advance in the policy, wouldn't feel say we can't change their life, they could still keep the whole person at power.
Okay.
They believe that.
Because
like that Brad talk, Samura was a weak candidate. In fact, a weaker candidate. If he run against Marabi, he lost 11 times.
Again, like I say, let we just give the benefit of the doubt, because all this na speculation. to me, yes, to me, I can always say where they argue, I can argue in a critical way. If President, like how una they say it very clear, saying if they be even go second round, be for be win. Like how una they say so how be you able to see that way day? Rather, it puts the country in this situation With Tena, we're not able to see disaggregated data.
No. In the first place, APC don't get their own disaggregated letter.
They're not to
Data.
the not to the response. Let me not go back to Salon issue. Not to
No,
the
no.
not to no
You,
no
Mr.
not to
Kargbo,
no
if you
not
cheat
to the
me, if you cheat me,
responsibility. Not to the
if you cheat me,
responsibility. Not to the
hey God.
responsibility for release data.
I remember a couple of months ago, the Secretary General say they get information where they pull and they will contradict what in Kone say.
Enough for
He's
matter.
talking,
Enough for
yeah.
enough for matter. Because not to the constitutional responsibility for publish the data. So let we not use the argument today. The same way so and they pinpoint on SLPP because they have said and get them. And in fact, then claim before Kone announced, they even jubilate. I still remember. And then pull press release by the Secretary General, where say they get 66% of the vote. They say they don't do the tallying and everything. So meaning they say get the data. But
66%
yet
very pull and
but yet go back and again, I mean they follow very closely because Mickey always forgets me fact. So Namek I know they push too much on them. The only time where I ask them for let them pull then the data now where the chief minister challenge APC say if the APC then get the data let them pull them because then get the
exactly.
data.
This person has
No,
always challenged them.
he said then get them the data. He said SLPP get the data. So if SLPP get the data, for in the interest of we the independents them, because we self not Sierra Leoneans them, we self entitled for see the result. Why do not do end for Lex alone get that dignity? Why they not for be doing? Anyway,
Well, because the
let's
owners
take
not on them.
on that call.
All
Yeah,
right, thank you very much.
thank you very
Yeah.
much for your point. And lastly, though, that America thing, I'm not going to sway you for let you change your mindset, but to me, I want to let you rethink that argument there, because
Oh yeah, me now the
Democrats,
senators. Why the senators
the,
win the way Kamala not able win?
because them believe say the senators them, but look, they're not even get the house. They're not they lost few
No,
seats.
then yeah, the House they not been get an Republican been get. In fact, the majority get for be reduced a little bit.
No, wait,
Republican,
no. I
yeah,
mean the Senate House, the
yeah.
Senate.
Democrat lost the
They
Senate
lost
because
the
they,
Senate because they lost
yeah,
3 seats. So
all in 3 them in a red state.
and anyway, wait. The point why they make Naya is the average Americans, they be making clear, and even Kamala, you know that about the economy. Even the place them where you go say now liberal media outlet, there be the bash, there be the eye on that out, saying the economy, and not be articulate and well. And the other side where I be they watch the interview we do on the View, as he said that, so now, so my goodness, this na done deal.
Oh yeah, you don't see anything. Yeah,
Yes, it say not see
it make
anything where
it
it go do
you don't see
different
anything
for
now.
Biden.
Yeah,
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 so then they just nailing coffee. But anyways,
that is true.
thank you very much, Bro. Take care.
You're welcome. You're
Okay.
welcome.
All right, let me take one more call and then we go now to the main topic. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting your name and who side you call from, please? Yes, caller, go ahead, please.
Hello, Mr. Kargbo.
Yes, brother James. So
Yeah,
not take any offense, but that brother will be called. They disagree with you, and rightfully so. He make the point as to
no, yeah, it makes your own point in your own right. I just want enlighten or straighten the path we work with. I think hello.
yeah. Go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll be the talk to other caller. Go ahead.
my brother just talks to now. Why supremacy win this election? What mean Kamala was she's not white, she's black. But if fail for realize Hillary Clinton, she was white, she ran against Trump, and she lost.
Great point. Great point. And
Yes.
she had
And two, I
policy
just go for quarter instruction.
acumen.
Yes, and you cannot even compare Hillary in campaign to Kamala because Hillary get more votes than Kamala in election. And even Trump winning his election, even the election we lost, he get more votes than this election will win. Me, election, no, I analyze all those things. Even 2020 election, Trump get about 4 million votes than this election will win. That is to say there were people who decided to stay. Let's go state by state. Michigan,
So
with Democrats. Michigan.
I hope say say you get 3 minutes, eh?
Yes, yeah, I did summarize
and
and
this
quickly.
and this na salon program.
Yes, I did summarize and quickly. No, I just want to echo what my brother say.
Okay.
So that enlighten her. Michigan, there were blacks with a Muslim about 400,000 where they abstained. And how many thousand Trump won that election? Wisconsin, there were blacks who abstained for vote, not because they don't want to vote for Trump, neither for Harris. Wait for not enough. Georgia, state by state, and all those states, if they would have voted, the blacks would have voted for Harris. Harris would have been the president today. So my brother should have known that. Don't forget about the tribalism or racism within this country. Yes, the white population dominates, but are not the kind of tribalism with this alone. It exists there. If the reason that the Harris should have not won all these states, Californian, the white dominate the blacks. But she won. That comes to Salon. Mr. Kargbo, to be said, APC, I feel say, even though the result was not announced as it was, but I believe say, if Tamara cannot campaign in Kailan, you only went to Kenima one time for local. You know, able print posters. Don't be sincere with ourselves. I've just said BO. I don't know why he decided not to go to run because he might have got information or whatever. But that first election, even the one voted, BO won that election. Not winning, but he led that election. Wait for them, force them for go to run. We know the salon. No incumbent president never goes to run. So now just continuation. Arrest me, case.
And before I go to the next call, I want for day on the record, even though I don't say I'm severally, I agree with you 100%, given the National Election Watch, their analysis, then data, then self-confirm and say Bill win the first round. It just not get the 55% required for
100%, yes.
Yes, so 100% I agree with the assessment there. So I want for just then on the record, say I believe 100% given
But nobody
all
knows
the
if they
analysis.
don't go one by one, who would have won. And BO number one take that risk.
Now that's make a
Now this is the
now
problem.
that's make a challenge
That one,
una
I
where
can.
una they
No
assess.
challenge. You not challenge me. Oh.
No,
But
where
that
no where
if
una
you
where una they
continue,
assess where una they assess say BO for still win.
no, I'm not saying that though.
Oh,
Because I
okay.
will check
Well,
my
well, well
recording. I always say,
I
are
feel
they
say when you
against
talk
anybody
about
who is succeed
Samoa.
that first round?
Okay.
Anybody who take say that first round, I don't know what will be the strategy for Kamara, but that first round, BO, if no one vote it pass but I not say.
Okay, okay. So sorry for the misunderstanding there. I be just kind of see and like say in entirety. And I'll be getting clear. So you be talk about
No.
only the first round. Yes.
Yes.
Now I understand you. You see why communication is nice for listening to each other. So thank you so much for the clarification. Well, let me give the person chance, and at least we tend for agree. Say yes again, and I'll get no reservation on that. Bill win the first round. It just not win sufficiently enough for prevent a second round. I will stop at that.
Constitutionally.
Now that I mean.
Yes, you're right.
Yeah.
but
Well, yeah, Conan a disaster for that country. But to me, I feel say if President Bill be elect the country, info don't challenge the result, and then prevent the country from going through this rabbit hole.
Nobody not going to elect somebody else past yourself.
Oh, people that don't do that. Mandela give up second term. He be still popular in the interest of the country.
Yes, you don't go for it. If you don't go for it. But
no, but not the same way. People and they lost. I make a video on TAV. No, hold it. I make a video on TAV where I give reference to Botswana president. They not even finalized the counting. He concede. So again, this now incumbent, now sitting president. So to me, it will be easier for Bill for challenge the result. I sure say if they be done sort of make and clear before even the second announcement, Kone for be probably do the right thing. I kind of they think say it coerce Kone. Again, this now waiting I go call educative guess. Because otherwise waiting a corner incentive for rig the election for Bill. Because I don't see any incentive for him.
You might be right. But one thing with APC blunder that election every means and way it should be challenged.
Yeah, well, again, that old talk. Let me bring the other caller, please.
But I don't talk with it. Talk.
Yeah. No. What I mean about going to court and all that stuff. But yes, this election talk, it go definitely in our social media and salon people in mind for quite a while, even after Bill. Thank you very much, brother. Call me back, please. Let me take the next call. VOS Network, hello caller, waiting on your name and who side they call from, please. WhatsApp, go ahead, please. And sorry for keep you waiting. Or man.
No, Mr. Kargbo, thank you so much. Mr. Kargbo, God bless you. God bless your family. God bless you. I can always determine for talk say I say you not son for Sierra Leone because like we get solar, you not get light. At the end of the day, it did sun for let evil light. The light the people in that country. But look comes to the politics for Salon. I know I can't talk about America. And a lot of things that they will go wrong. You understand? We need an answer for. We want for no reflect first. We will not be need for against a block system in that country because this we get all member of parliament the constituency together. Will not be needed at all. Then force the people for that one day. And number two, say today, me and you two, I don't know. If you know who said they make the ballot paper that happens, they will not know. Because remember, people they know they vote when they say they want to go Hajj. We asked them, so they make that particular ballot paper they send a salon and make them. And if they make a salon, all the parties they know what they know who that make them, they know that big for them, will not ever know up to today, will not know that make them. And they got three ballot paper they present that country today. We don't know the country where they make them. We don't know that how much total they make. We don't know nothing. And secondly, the features will be back again. They walk out box from Conakry. We don't know if you know how the box and if you know which they will not ever know waiting apple for them box, then they will go for think of all in the day. And secondly, now Kone now would pay, now would give money, now would pay for conduct the election in that country. Not to other, not to a piece of give, not to other parts to give. Now Kone will give, and at the neck commission and they organize the election. So they expect them to give a result to it. But I ask one question to this board also. If Mame Kone, they be make sure say they announce Samoa Kama as a winner. You don't feel sick. Madam, go ask Mame Kone for pull the result and prove on district by district and for prove up for lost election. He can't put wrong because not this one not say advantage. I make it people so. But if he knows say don't win, for God's sake, why not pull the result for people? Let all know for no say a really win them. You understand? And I go ask me that question there because if it have somewhere they say win, trust me, go up a canon. You go tell my Kone say prove to me each district or each police station for them prove and say a lost election. They go out for do that. But you don't benefit now, it make anything go away like that. But make a talk, Mr. Kargbo, take happen. We got to revisit, then we club them at the schools, them, the association them, then college them. Because how then they operate at the college and then they bring account back to the government, like the kind of happens at the country, so you understand? Because what's happening so, Manapio and young people them, impress people them all that is south side, how them they operate to another club and the face cam. If you see what's happen to them bike rider them, they one of them are power, they see the super power pass the bobo the way they get the money, which they the way they feel it them be. So you don't use their politics and their bad politics that they don't use to. And we got formation, so we get a log of for the monitors of how then they association they operate, how they operate. You see, look what's happened, the law they for God's sake. It's not law they don't know say the land, the intellectual them. Look how the club politics then they count back to government so then they count to the holiday. We go rig election. But God said this is a very, very simple thing. We just want the result, pull out district to district. Let them know how you win this year, so you understand. But because of Marabio no say, it struggle for this first one. Marabio the first election, we no say if you get the number for Winam. And that be need the UKLA. We have 12 piece for them, 3 piece for them. Then do all kinds of things for them and do that one day. But now we not get the number for winning second election out to win second time. Look the way he stoop down. Marabio go stoop down to UKLA, go talk to them, they talk to people, they come and everything. We don't see the lose. We see the information minister be the look at it. They don't say they don't lose the power. We all be the see the interview them. They be they come down, they gather and shell them. We they see that thing and you understand. For say they don't lose the election. For God's sake, it's easy. Just go and make them fully result. All man not say anything. But if then they go second rounds, you know, so to go there this day, the other party they come together and let them vote against them pull them. You don't see that one day. People, I don't see them. It don't say like cartel in the one other country. You understand? Because it looks like a government they run. And that's saying school politics, then college politics there, and they count at the government. I mean, they ask, look at the monitors, but they say how they operate. And they get accountability and transparency, how they operate in the day. Because you see one man at club, they go to take the money and expect it, then go to the bank, they take the money, and stop them. And then see until the matter implement. You see, once the matter you always use the word say, I'm a statesman. This for God's sake, a president. You know, so let's not trust again. I mean that the state, so that you look at a president. Nobody no say in a government for all for the people and they work for the people. But not we stand the one to the steal the blood for this time so we know the people away go, they see how the election go. They not say the tabulation. They talk about the tabulation. And that's why you go monitor the one election and put them on the house alone. When they get result for pull to people, they even tell we they make some recommendation and say this thing I rig the gig. Well, no, what are the long passes go to say we don't know say that rig this time. We don't say the gig. But if you go second round, you know say the loss I make it agree. Mr. Kargbo, I read it on beep because before I talk so I will type a call back, not go above the line, not begin to do the right thing.
Okay. Okay. Yes.
God bless the family.
And you too, sir. I truly appreciate that, and I can understand the emotion where we all they express now, because it's very, very disheartening. This we know say deliberately, they continue for create uncertainty now that country day, because elections then get huge consequences. So it's nice for like you run them in a fair way, particularly if you know get all indications saying you did at the right track. So you know get any reason for push the country into this kind of chaotic situation. Before I take the next call, I want to say boku boku thank you to we brother Christopher Ward. Thank you very much. It really clarify the newspaper story. So it talk about Dr. Lavallee, Patricia Lavallee. It agreed say she resigned and went back to ADB, in the African Development Bank. She was invited over a land dispute in State House and had a fight with the minister. So that sums it up. Because clearly this newspaper are not going to make that kind of big error there way it print them print them today. So that clarifies it. So yes, now former deputy finance minister, according to we brother, say yes, it be in a state house, and yes, it be engaged in a fight. So meaning that there is highly likelihood police intervene and detain them for the assault day. So thank you again so much, brother Christopher, where you verify the where you clarify the story for we. Thank you very much. So both sides them they be correct. Kamarimba we he talk about saying it happened, correct. And then we brought out James we say yes, the woman don't resign instead correct. So and thank you where you put the two messages then together and make a lot of sense for we. So again, brother Christopher, I want for show so much appreciation for way you stating the record for we. Thank you. God bless. So let me take one more call and then we go delve into the main story of the night. VOS Network. Hello, caller. Waiting on your name and who side the call from, please.
Yeah, Mr. Kargbo. I don't my brother will talk this Abdul. Yeah, sorry. I don't for Abdul.
Well, it just say they call for Maryland. For
Yeah, I know Abdul is the last speaker.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm from
Abdul. Yeah, I think Virginia.
Virginia. Sorry, yeah, from Virginia.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, Abdul. You see, election management system. I don't know if you know the Chrdi election being conducted in Sierra Leone. We get election, what they call EOC, election management, election observation management system. Yeah. So every party where they contest that election, they are part of it. They representatives. They meet by. I think they meet weekly. They decide for meet by weekly, and after that they meet weekly. If you say you don't know where the ballot paper were printed, that means that you are not part of it because you're not actively involved. But that will therefore give this false hope and lie to supporters because every action in the left like 6 months, that body is former, every party represented will partake the election, and they meet. They meet every 2 weeks until 3 months. They meet weekly. Every stage of election, they give a briefing. If there's any disagreement, they vote on her. So if any party say they don't know where these ballot papers are printed, now false information, they give everybody. Because every stage, they agree on it before they move forward. There will be disagreement, there will be infighting, there will be everything. But when political parties, like what they happen as of right now, dishonest, they need to tell you. But that electoral management body, they set time before elections. So APC knew where, SFPB knew, PNDC, every party knew where the ballot paper were printed, my brother. And they know total number of ballot paper that came in. That's what I can assure you. So low left for put close for fetch, wait fetch not meet wait. Yeah. you party where they support might have misinformed you.
But James, just quickly though, now verified information that, or you just you get high probability because during the process, I be way they get issue where at one point they talk about Greece, another point they talk about South Africa, like they throw all that. I remember I say the party they complain and saying
Mr. Kargbo, to be so with you, me, I don't just want to disclose myself to everybody, but I don't involve in election as alone. Before, in the last 6 months, all those parties where they partake in that election, they form electoral observation body. Whether they meet 6 months prior to the election, they meet bi-weekly, 2 times a month. After that, weekly they meet. Everything that they agree on. So any party say they don't know which side this thing they have on a lie, they like you because they are dishonest. This one, go verify for yourself. That electoral body that they meet weekly. If there's anything where you get concerned, they bring her on board. This one I guarantee information. I tell you, if I'm 50, like Teresa Patricia in issue, I tell you, I don't be but I mean no say if you don't resign prior to the election, sir.
Yeah, by the way, thank you again for that. But you get you get Christopher in comment, right? Saying she was involved in the fracas.
Well, I don't know if Christopher is working in White House, in State House, but that one I will verify it tomorrow because I guess somebody will reliable.
Okay.
I'm really sorry why they disclose this thing perhaps in my norm.
well, definitely you know resourceful we, and I'm glad you can the correct way.
I go with them. But this one, I will tell you, Mr. Kargbo, ask anybody. That body that they set up before any election. That body. So any party, and not tell you say we don't know which side this thing happen. You still happen and lie they like you now because they just want misinform their supporter. Now that number one come in and verify to all.
Okay, well, thank you again for that, and
when I go ahead and verify if I get bring any APC or SFPP, MP, or wherever part of it, when I ask this question, it's part of the electoral management system as well.
Yeah, certainly. Well, saying our viewers, we always, even if we get guest, we can always open the phone line for people like Una challenge. We guest them and stuff as long as we do it respectfully. Say now that's not part of VOS policy. We're very democratic. We try for practice until they preach through democracy. But
unfortunately, sometimes most of the program, because of the workload I tell you, anybody honest, that's how all elections are being run.
Okay. Well, we truly appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. So let we take the calls then. They come now heavy. I don't know if now brother James don't trigger then calls here, but let me take a WhatsApp call. VOS Network. Hello, call the name and who they call me from. WhatsApp, go ahead, please. Yes, WhatsApp. What happened? You didn't have the line for too long that you forget say you call VOS? All right, well, we go take another call then. So sorry to brother on WhatsApp. Take another caller, go ahead. Put in your name and outside the call from.
Yeah, Mr. Kargbo. I know it's up with the split with me, but I say, but I want to ask me about a question. Now, so election for day, like how we explain, say, therefore they give update to all the party them about the balloting and everything. But let we remember, we forget quick. Now that's the problem with salon people. Then they tell the talk say the plan for how they ballot them. then people will go urge. They don't vote now. Then vote before they go. Then instead they go vote before they go because they don't say they get the ticket there for go urge. So they go vote in favor of them. At the end of the day, me and you two or in the board I will talk. So make it tell me who side them print them ballots and they will them vote before them before the ballots they come. Because we all see the plane not be even come itself. Plane not be even Canada country itself. 9 people say they go urge and say they for vote and then vote. Who said them print them people then particular ballot then they when they come 9 and tell say them print in a saloon. One no said them print in a saloon, they will tell why will the people not get for no say them make ballot or them vote. We don't know if they encounter particular voting. Remember Mr. Kargbo the talk show, remember that saying they tell them pronounce it, they count the ballot paper them. Then say they, for example, like a month ago before they say the people come. And the people for go like this month also, they vote before they go. Who said them print them particular ballot the day? The experience we get it. Now, not you can make so let us talk like say, if I don't say you can make and I saw elections to post for they give update to each party member them. Decided they make the thing and the fact that now they all for go there for see that bid for the particular project and now they do an first time if you possible for vote to tell me if you go reject or whatever they all for no. But matter of you a lock all they will not ever know. No left them say so. I don't care for contradict, but let them tell so. Make it tell me who they do that day.
I clearly understand, but waiting in the say from your understanding, a try for say if the public not know safe, but the party
don't be know because we ask. Mr. Steph, the party don't be ever know that they make come. They continue to come. They don't even know. They never know that they do that. We the people are supposed to know back again. If put in a website, talk to you for doubt to if we're supposed to know. We're not guys for know. We're not part of the election processing. But Mr. Kargbo, let me ask you because I'm for continue. You know, say the print there. You know, say the print they sent to all the urge people. They will go urge. Inside they make that particular ballot pay. How much they make?
Well,
you know,
they be actually saying a saloon.
Yes, but would that be order that particular thing for do am? Oh, no, even know.
Well, again,
and then particular election at three sides they do the ballot here. They tell you three countries say they make this thing. Salon and the other country where they call for. That's what supposed to operate. We for that. Now clearly we supposed to know. We the civil and they will get right to know it to the gone.
Again, I truly understand the frustration and imagine it don't pass 1 year we then conduct the election there and still people they're very much emotional and we not deserve that.
All this also if they give the clear picture, we'll not forget all this argument also, you understand?
Yes. And
all the clear picture one. That means we still fight for this over 1 year, still talk about election. Would I move forward?
Exactly.
And also, let left for
100% I agree with you that Sierra Leoneans them in general we deserving for
better than this.
That information day. Not to just the political parties. So if you not to like that thing where they say, oh APC then get the numbers them. So let them go ahead and challenge the.
What about how they take? I mean, it's 10 million they would give for conduct the election. Why not for 3 weeks?
No. Yeah. The point what they make is what about non-Sierra Leone? I mean, non-party members them. So we as Sierra Leoneans them we not deserve.
Even left Sierra Leone and itself. Other country don't need for know how to go the election. Not how they interpret for who be at their own who see exactly what a country don't to know.
Yeah, and even US, you go on a political website, you get the breakdown. Get the breakdown and everything. But we don't say I'm repeatedly now say not to good practice. We don't say I'm not to something where we hide. We make them very clear. We they talk about say, oh, they adhere to international best practice. Clearly, I say no. That's not mischaracterization. Adhere to any best practice, let alone international best practice.
Now, club practice and do club election. Ensure to we are the back
and club practice, self can club starting club then self can be more transparent than this. But anyways, thank you very much.
May God bless you, my brother. May God bless you. God bless your team. Thank you so much. That's how I declare no more. Bye-bye.
Take care, sir. Thank you. All right, Fambul, then I know say we still get more calls there on the line, but they are big. Let we go to the main topic. So let's just read them for we, because as I say, this particular topic for like they expose the judiciary. Just imagine, with justice system, that now something where we all for concern. So let I go quickly through the write-up, because the press statement, it kind of, because of my image, it's sort of blurry. So I not go able for clearly read them, and that just show now say I get them. So this now the press release where they release today. So this now the Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, and then put out this press release. But because a blurry, and I believe Seuna Sef not go able make them out, so let I just read the article, and the article quote within the right now the press release. So I will just read them. So Chrdi challenges judiciary of Sierra Leone over alleged corruption. The Campaign for Human Rights and Development International, Chrdi, has expressed serious concerns about the state of the judiciary in Sierra Leone, following a press release issued by the judiciary on November 14th, 2024, in response to Chrdi's previous statement on November 12th. So the press release from, and this again, then quote now the judiciary. The press release from the judiciary acknowledged that corrupt activities had occurred and may still be ongoing within the institution. But Chrdi argues that the response underplayed the severity of the corruption and failed to address the core issues. So this, for the fact, I appreciate the fact, say, the judiciary acknowledge, say, corruption they take place. So, and it's still they go on. So that's where that acknowledgement there, I go say, I go give a little bit of respect. But for let it they go on, and now Chrdi, this international development agency, try for say, then they even downplay the severity. So meaning the level where they agree, say yes, corruption they go on, now the judiciary, it even pass waiting they agree. So the actuality where they go on there, it pass waiting they make the public, where they agree to the public, say they go on. So that's another troubling aspect of this story. So then continue for say in its statement that then they refer now to Chrdi, say in its statement, Chrdi emphasized that a well-functioning justice system is crucial for effectively tackling corruption, which is a key factor in the country's development. However, it warned that the judiciary itself is susceptible to corruption. So just imagine, susceptible, so meaning that a vulnerable to corruption, which undermines its ability to combat the very issue it is meant to address. So what does this mean? Una na the judiciary, now una for help, put the people away, because corruption a crime. So where somebody commits a corrupt offense, or where he engage in corruption, now una for deal with that person there, or them people in there. So meaning now una for address them. But if una where the country hope to for let una address corruption in the country, una corrupt. So Chrdi Naya, they emphasize the severity or the troubling developments Naya, saying no, this is something where for concern the entire country. So they try for whistleblower Naya. And then continue for say, Chrdi noted that the judiciary admitted to ongoing corruption but accused ill-motivated citizens of engaging in a smear campaign against the institution without addressing the internal corruption that continues to plague you, the justice system. So again, the this particular thing where the Chrdi they bring up to the public attention, my brothers and sisters, them we for really concerned though. And then continue for say this inaction, according to Chrdi, suggests that the judiciary is enabling corruption rather than working to eradicate it. The organization further stressed that if the judiciary does not maintain its integrity, Sierra Leone's democracy could be at risk. So Fambulem, again, this is no brainer. Not to something where you need forget degree for understand this. If we judiciary, that institution where we abopa, where we say, like how we be the talk just now about the election. So we know say rigging na part of corruption. So if they rig the election, we na corrupt activity, who that supposed for correct term? Who that the constitution say for correct term? Now the judiciary, the Supreme Court. So now then get for go interpret the law for we and say no, waiting corner do a unconstitutional and all accountable. So but if the judiciary corrupt and some people then go make the case say that's Nadande APCC, we make the no go court. But the sad part of it is waiting with a struggle with so. Aside from the court, no other institution or day way for be speak otherwise. Way for nullify, for scrap the result we can put out. So not only the judiciary. So una see why it's very, very important for the judiciary, at least, yeah, if you don't know eradicate them self completely, but at least let them minimize them to a level where if for allow with democracy for function properly. But if then the corruption is a bet, and this is not the institution where we hope to for rescue we in case of there were politicians them they misbehave. And just like how right now case day before them for let them judge in terms of the auditor general till now they don't sit down for that case date, and that's not part of the corrupt motive, because clearly that particular case day it don't take enough. And to me, given the severity of that issue day, it's supposed to be considered an emergency. They're supposed for take them as something way very, very timely. Because if there be a rule on it, let's say for example, the rule say the setup of the tribunal is unconstitutional, guess what? That tribunal not for even go before. Therefore, we don't stop them right there. But because of probably the corrupt motive, then decide for look the other way and allow the president for take power away in our get, where we go say far reaching. So you see how the corruption, the judiciary, they cascade into all forms of government. So me fumble them. This thing where Chrdi put Lado, and the fact say the judiciary then say put out a statement and acknowledge that accusation of corruption is very troubling. And now let us finish the second part of the analysis with Engi. So then quote the Naya, many people express their disdain for corruption, yet the problem persists and remains a national issue. So then quote Chrdi, and this is something where you go say for the people way learn big English or we know big English, and go say this now oxymoron. You they say one thing, but yet you they do something completely different. So we all na salon almost. They say, oh, corruption not good. We hate corruption and stuff. But waiting they happen. Corruption still they go on. Look at the president. He come and say he go make corruption on unfashionable. But look in government. And I'll be sure una where minister high profile people they plan for resign from the government because of corruption. And in addition to that, the hardship in the country. So that's not the funny part. And then continue for quotes then say, if the judiciary does not preserve its integrity, democracy in this country will be at risk. Chrdi also underscored the importance of judicial independence as a cornerstone of a democratic society. The organization pointed out that the Constitution guarantees the separation of powers and the rule of law, and that courts are meant to operate independently of political influence. And at that, we always they say. We always they say that. But oh yeah, politics they give people a chance. Then go still try for influence the judiciary. So the people away for fet on behalf of the Sierra Leonean people then go look the other way. And all that they try for emphasize Naya, which is really, really unfortunate and draining for some of we want for see that country they go before. Then conclude by saying judicial independence is critical to ensuring that corruption is addressed and that public trust in the legal system is restored. In its recent press release, Chrdi called on the government to take immediate action to address the critical issues raised. It urged authorities to tackle corruption within the judiciary heads on, ensuring that those involved are held accountable. So, Mifambulem, una help we understand this. Chrdi, did they ask the government, well, we all know say corrupt. So let the government step in for let they address the issue of judicial corruption, the justice system corruption, and this justice system. You see how things funny in a salon, and as much as they say funny, Ofambula is sad. Very, very sad. Mifambulem, if the people away for all the politicians them accountable, way for defend the constitution, way for interpret law, but also way for interpret the constitution and put the waiting I will call the guard rail, then corrupt. So that election example, imagine a corrupt justice system, and then the executive corrupt, so the opposition gonna court, can go this case, and given the corrupt system, waiting at the outcome very much not go reflect the people and desire. And another FBC folks then jump at it and say, well, Mr. Kargbo, now you don't come to the point. Now you make we not blame APC whether not go court and stuff. Then in a different arguments, my brothers and sisters. So no matter how terrible the court be, are the only constitutional remedy that, or are the only constitutional institution we set up for address election conflict or election disputes. So with Fambulem, APC now go able bypass that argument there at all. So look aside and end up say, okay, well, they want moral guarantor. The election results change? No. So, but if they be go court, let we roll the dice. Like how lawyers like you say. So you take your chances. You go argue case in a court. And if they're not even rule in our favor, it go on a record. Just like how the situation between former Anes Baikoma, president, former president Anes Baikoma, against former vice president Sam Ansumana. So the former vice president, do the right thing. It prevent unnecessary conflict. It taking case to the ECOWAS court, even though they don't get jurisdiction in terms of that part of the constitution. We don't talk about that now, saying why the ECOWAS not be able for put so much pressure, because the constitution say the highest interpreter of we law, the institution way responsible for interpret we law, and at the final stop that one day at the Supreme Court. So waiting the Supreme Court decide a final, nobody else not going to challenge them. So for like the Supreme Court don't pass their judgment, yes, Sam Ansumana go get, for down then I for let the wall for appeal to the international community, and waiting probably then go negotiate now, given that ruling they go be in severance benefit. But for say then go overturn the Supreme Court decision, they not get that jurisdiction there. They not get that authority there. The international community then go only overturn certain laws there. And even that self, now pressure then go put if it gets bearing with international law, if it contradict international law, where we na signatory of that particular treaty they then call them. So then go either pressure we for sanction we, or for drive we come out from the organization and all the thing in there. But for say then go override waiting, for example, with Parliament don't pass. No, it not go happen at all. International body not get the authority. I repeat this. International community not get the authority for reverse the law them way Parliament don't pass. Then go appeal to Parliament for modify them or pass another vote, or waiting that then go do. But they're not go able for say, okay, well, because of international law, we go reverse waiting when I don't do. No. So I just want to make them very clear. But however, forget first about APC, the argument, but for LEC, we clearly understand the magnitude of the problem, the severity of the problem, if fumble them. I just give now one of several examples them where the country they go na the wrong track. Because if them people here, again, we all know mortal man, it happen any side. This not to black color, not to just in Africa. But we human being, now human nature, we're very selfish, and that they come with greed, and they come with that power, hunger. So we people that don't sit on a power, not to just black man. A human thing. Now very few people they say, you know what, I'm very powerful, but I still they give up. Now very few people handful we go do that. But majority of we humanity, where we don't taste power, we don't want left up. So in that case then it not go surprise me if any of the people we sit on a power now want for do something way far-reaching, where the constitution not give them the authority, then go on for testilo, as we can say in a Creole. So who that's not the people we go say no. Una no need for reach day. because the constitution not give una that not give una that authority day, not give una that power day. The people that were supposed for do that in terms of the interpretation of it, now the judiciary. So let's take one last call and then I go close with this. VOS network. Hello caller, what's your name and inside the program? What go
Hello.
ahead, please. Yes.
Good evening.
Yeah, good
Does
evening.
the present asking a question? Does the present
Yes.
Chief Justice represent a turning point in how Chief Justice should operate?
So I'm not sure exactly if you are calling the right show though. Are you aware that this is a show for Sierra Leoneans? Where are you calling from?
Jamaica.
Jamaica. And are you aware that this is a Sierra Leonean show?
All right then.
Yeah,
Thanks.
but if it relates to Sierra Leone, I'll be more than happy to answer your question. I just wanted to confirm. Which justice are you talking about? Hello? All right, probably you're calling the wrong show. Thank you very much though for calling. All right, take care. All right, again, from the question, we brought away call from Jamaica. Will answer if indeed that the right program we calling to, but I go try for take one other call. We will be the last call since that one did not go through. VOS network, hello caller, waiting your name and who side you call from, please.
Oh, lucky me.
Indeed. And yeah, before you complete, I want to appeal to the other caller then at the line. We get for end the program, please. So this will be the last call. I keep saying last call, but let me give this one as the last call. The Bonya. So lucky you, bro. Go ahead, please.
I tell you, the Jamaican mistake call.
Indeed. So sometimes my voice feel like Jamaican. I don't know.
No. I think that them picture the way they see that the background.
Okay, probably.
Yeah, I don't believe that.
Yes.
All right. I will start with Chrdi, not an international organization, a local NGO.
No, not international organization, but not the Salon branch.
No, this was established by this guy, Fatoma. I'm telling you, find that out. It's just a partake by international human rights and development program the worldwide because it's well established now. Government, the successive government, and don't recognize and see it is speaking mind.
Yeah,
not afraid for talk.
I just want to make that.
Or it's a local NGO.
I just want to make that correction. It not necessarily means it because a Sierra Leonean establish and not qualify for being international NGO. I want to make that correction there. So
what do you understand as international NGO establish international and can establish a branch in Sierra Leone?
No. It can start in a salon and then they establish internationally.
All right, fine.
That's good. So I just want to make that
even if Thomas says, you understand, that good guy was something and saying he get out of that. After the election, he went heavily after New. He said New they try to destabilize the country, where they go publish, then preempt the results. You know, something they can control. That good guy was something and they decide with they help the government a lot. So that problem no media but to a large extent, then they do a very good job. They're not afraid to speak their mind and wait for the consequence. Most of the time, like this, so they can go after. They never go after them. Here is when you read, you understand. There's that people the way we evil intent. They try for smear the court. That is how the court answer to any criticism over the years. You know this they will not get any way for solve that corruption at Sierra Leone because the judiciary are not ever independent. Every government would come, they put in chief justice. They put in, so if the man put you, definitely 9 times out of 10 you get for support with the no matter how bad in action, you just get for daily. You feel say people the fact is that then they accept there's corruption going on. They know. Then at the system. Because na Saluda get money na you get right. That's blatant corruption, not to tell them forever. If you get money, now you get right. If you poor, you don't get right. You know. Then I will close by going back to that Broadway call from Virginia. They talk about I don't know who said them print ballot. Then people we in there for go urge who said them print the ballot. They're all press conference. Them the old press conference and talks because then people need to go urge before election. Then get for print them ballot na Sierra Leone. But all the political parties then get for Sierra Leone agree. Then count how many then go over that. Then until established, and we get all political party association APP. Then they meet with the corner and in team. I think very close to the election twice a week. Every party was represented there. ECSL not conduct election independently. They left the political party in a dark. No, that's not true. Every step they take, now the whole group, because all the 14 political parties they come together and agree. Once they agree, they will move. You know, once they move, so that guy and the problem now make the state way APC then right now that guy will call out now Virginia and they cause that one. They always come on social media and give them supporters them false information, false hope. You know, I go talk to Sierra Leone. We know that South Africa then print the ballot. And say no who said them printer. We know say that Sierra Leone print the ballot for them people who are gonna urge. And say no who that printer. You don't know how many. If you say APC will get past how many doctors and then go see them. No more say they go print ballots and not tell who that print them. Then ID card don't know who that print them. You know, every party they participate. So many left that in there and then at the same thing and do so take to the way the average APC supporter say then get for do rerun another election, which is not true. Therefore, stop that one day. You know, if they're not taking the time, 2028 election will lose them back because then they're not organized.
Well,
all right, thank you very
much. Clearly, your point well taken, and again, you go sense the frustration by from everybody because of the too much on the hand business will be the gone. And right now, right now, I don't pass 1 year, so all the details then they a little bit fuzzy. So if people kind of they say something we're not completely accurate, I don't think we need for blame them. I don't know if because myself I mean they follow, but plenty of the detail and they fuzzy. I will therefore go back to my note for determine whether or not then be communicate them very clearly because no APC be they complain a lot, like almost every step of the way they be they complain.
If you remember, Mr. Kargbo, if you remember, connect when we I think a post election, they talk and say every time they do APC, they call the people over there, they will say, oh, Richard Conte did it, Dr. Richard Conte did it, this was the did it, and we all agree. They call and name them every step where they want to be.
Yeah, well,
but like you say, the time don't take.
It don't take. And to me, if again, I go strongly say this, then shoot themselves in the foot because
that's true.
If they don't be transparent, and this is not supposed for only be pleasing political parties, because you get this for be the country. And then get website. Because like this kind of thing, so I will go on the website and then I say, oh, but look, according to the website, now so thing. So it's very easy. The same thing with the numbers them, you know, and just like how they say, me not to Liberian, but guess what? I able access the live numbers them as they post them.
Yeah.
So that's been make them. I remember at one point where somebody na one group they not be even call the final result. It's the person begins say, oh now because of I don't know if you be listening to that audio there, but now one Liberian guy say because of I think he accused say George Weah beget affairs with the electoral commissioner and stuff. So they want rogue for him and stuff. I say, hey, boy, they see the numbers them as they pull them. And then you they say now that they hide the numbers them for rig the election. So Uswana hide the numbers the way they update it like so then thing and they where you they see the numbers them, you know go allow somebody for mislead you. So you go challenge her right there. But if you don't get the numbers them, you they feed the conspiracy theorists them for begin make up stuff and begin taint people and belief in the system. So, but anyways, thank you very much for your point, and your point well taken, bro. And again, let we just be patient with each other, and clearly, let we continue for appeal to the APC supporters. But I think Boku of them don't they reach to that point where they no say where they agree now, say no rerun no get for happen. So we just get
organize themselves now for the next election.
Yes.
Organize themselves for the next election.
Yes, I sure say plenty of them.
If you take a number by number, take a number by number, APC beaucoup pass SLPP.
Yes,
I believe that.
Yes. And I agree with you. It's similar to America. America, the Democrats then by number. The Democrats then get more number than the Republicans. So yeah, I agree with you. In terms of the numbers, APC then supporters them more than SLPP supporters them.
I got advice for them. Let them take one this time in the next election. Let them get Tim Liman as flag bearer and then send one solid Southeasterner. I tell you, they will win the election 4 rounds.
Interestingly, this not to the platform. Let them just let them put Sierra Leonean we're deserving of the position.
Because when they put people in the party always splinter.
Yeah, I know they into the specific tribe, but thank you. I know say it's tribe for trigger something, but no, not to the right place.
That's just the fact. If they do that, they already lost the election. Trust me. I don't say you're a neutral man. You know
let we not preach that. If they win the election based on your recommendation, we they go back to that tribalism nonsense. So let we try for come up from that. Let we say let them put somebody where deserving of the position where the people elect. It no matter whose tribe become AB, but let not be based on the tribe. Let be based on waiting the person go offer for the Sierra Leoneans. Thank you very much. Okay. Thank you very much, bro. And good night, sir.
Good night. Thank you very much.
Yeah, you too. All right, Fambulem, again, that's now we lucky last caller. No say calls they're still in at the keyboard there, now forgive me. I want to end the program now. So again, I end by saying, dear my brothers and sisters, and to the politicians them, I want to salon we get. Let we put aside with selfish interest. Yes. And also when they think about saying, oh, well, I get for retire. I want for live a kind of better life. Because the expectation they say, if you don't be minister, if you don't be parliamentarian, or you don't get big position, director of whatever it is, people expect you for get a fancy house, get mansion, if you will, get a fancy car or luxurious car, and live big, get Bokuma and them, and the Toure money here and there. But my brother and sister, when you commodity, remember how that money go down. So if the policy way they take after you, it continue that process day, waiting we begin and go meet. So the country go just they go down and down because una go they continue for serve una immediate benefit instead of una serve the country in benefit. We go still benefit you, it benefits the pikin them, and the pikin them will not born yet. So now that way they appeal to we politicians therefore think. By the way, I be say I go touch on one other topic, if time permits, but let's go through them very quickly because it's very important, this topic here now about the minimum wage and the argument we parliamentarian make. This now the topic. It argue for a minimum wage reform. So I will read them very quickly. So what did he say? The article. Chief Whip of Opposition Abdul Karim Kamara has called for the national minimum wage to be adjusted in line with the cost of rice, Sierra Leone staple food, in an effort to mitigate a rise in living cost and inflation. So what did they say now? They said them for adjust the minimum wage and waiting them for adjust them and look into almost a bag of rice course. So then they for be the yardstick, the threshold where them for set, the gauge, if you will. We now that gauge they there for use and say, okay, well, the gauge, how for set the minimum wage, now for look the price of one bag rice. And then you consider that for set the minimum wage. Now that's that first paragraph they talk about. So that way the way you do it reduce the impact, the suffering of the people, because especially with inflation, they are very high. So it continues to say, Kamara proposed that wages should be set to afford at least, now this side, I'm not too sure if I agree with them, at least 3 to 5 bags of rice, noting that current earnings fall drastically short of meeting basic food needs. So this one way is say, if it be at least you look at the price of 3 bag rice to 5 bag rice, and you look at that and then you set the minimum wage. Again, it can be the final goal, but you not go come out from now 800 and you push them to 3 million. Then in a big jump where the people even the government safe, it will be a huge burden for them because of the huge adjustments that. Now something we get for be incremental. I really understand the point where they make, but this can be the end goal. They can say, okay, in the next 5 or 10 years, we for make the minimum wage equivalent to buying 3 bags of rice. Where if you don't buy the 1 bag, the 2 bag money where they left, you go able for buy plazas and all the other things them for run you home. I can understand that point there, even though you not put timeline here, but in terms of policy, now that way they set policy, you kind of phase them out over time. You kind of so you they set a goal and say within this period we for not able meet this goal. So but I know say maybe this not just a start of the discussion. So I go kind of read that part again. Kamara proposed that wages should be set to afford at least 3 to 5 bags of rice, noting that current earnings fall drastically short of meeting basic food needs. Kamara made the statement on November 4th, 2024, during parliamentary debate following President Julius Maada Bio's address at the opening of the 6th Parliament's second session. Kamara argued that it was the duty of MPs not only to critique government policy, but to offer tangible solutions to economic challenges facing citizens. And continue for say Naya. I will just go through this quickly because it's essential for Larry this part. Then quote him directly. One of the solutions we should prefer as members of parliament is that no matter the cost of rice, the minimum wage should be at least the worth of 3 or 5 bags of rice, is stated. Adding that if not pegged to rice, wages should instead be tied to the US dollar to provide more financial stability. It makes sense. Again, like I say, it will be a huge burden for the government because we know say government are the major employ another country there. So plenty of this reform again for bounce back at the government in a big way. So yes, a very good. And for peg the wage to the dollar, I don't know how they will do that. Because I don't know how realistic it will be since we dey use leons. We not want for do that. Uh, uh, um, uh, we want for discourage the same thing we landlord them. Some place then say na dollar then they take and stuff. Then they try for peg the rent to the dollar so then go get a financial stability where you emphasize na yeah. But for the facts in our leons we they use, we don't need as a parliamentarian, particularly you don't need for bringing this point. That rest argument, it makes sense. So stick with that. And I continue for say, Kamara criticized the government's handling of inflation, comparing it to previous administrations. It pointed out that during the previous regime, a minimum wage of 500 leons was sufficient to buy 2 bags of rice, whereas now, with an 800 leon minimum wage, a single bag remains out of reach for many. It also highlighted how his salary as an MP has eroded over time, falling from a purchasing power equivalent to 1,500 US dollars in 2018 to well below that level today, despite nominal increases. So he used a little bit of economics now, yeah, but I go try for break and down for una fumble them. And two things that we're saying now. In fact, this paragraph, all we're is saying a fact. I want to let people know that. The previous administration, the minimum wage now be, well, it used the new leons, where it's a 500 leons, but at that time now be 500,000 leons, all leons. So in that time day, rest we all be the cry we and Escoma be the left and stuff. I believe say rest be there around 250,000. So it correct. If 250,000 and they make 500,000 minimum wage, so meaning that 500 minimum wage go buy 2 bag rest. It correct with that. So it said now the minimum wage now 800,000 when new leons now 800 leons. 1 bag rest. We all know say a more than that. So it's time for say more but cool people away they make that minimum wage not able buy 1 bag rest. So then they self na fact. So it talk now again self example saying the term way a MP salary, then they pay them 1,500 US dollars. And now if they pay them the same amount, a day way below the value in leons, they pay them in leons. So that money they a way lower than the value where 1,500 will give now. So that's not the point in the try for make day. So fumble them, it get the thing also continue for say highlighting Sierra Leone's worsening ranking in the 2024 Global Hunger Index, where it is now among the 10 hungriest countries worldwide. Opposition MP also criticized the government's recent tax increase on rice with an additional 10% levied. That's not correct. It's an additional 5%. So it's with an additional 10% levy set to take effect next year. They argue that, coupled with inflation, the tax increase would place an unbearable burden on citizens, especially as promised food security initiatives, like the Tomabom agricultural project, have yet to deliver substantial results. The opposition's call for wage reform reflect mounting concerns over inflation and food insecurity, underscoring the strain on Sierra Leoneans as basic living costs rise unchecked. This also correct, except I believe say a try for talk about the combined addition, because then break that 10% January of this year, they increase the tariff by 1%, I mean 5%, and February of next year, the other 5% they kick in. So, but the way we write them now for say with additional 10% levy, so it come through now, like say next year, then we'll put 10% for the price of rice, the import tax on rice. So I just want to correct that. But overall, all the concern them we it puts naya, we express naya, they're all day in place. Fambulem. I just want to make that very, very clear, saying they're all day in place. And as a result, it just go back to waiting we be to talk about. We Kamarimba in the beginning try for advice President Bill for cut down on in spending and the excessive travel, and for reduce the number of people them way in the appoint a position. Because if you not do that, given this kind of tranganess, and they still need money for continue for spend, whether now for take care of the country in situation, for run the country, or for continue their lavish spending, they still need money. And because of then they get probably problem for trust money, because the people already to us then get for concern say no, they take too much debt, but your revenue then they go up that way they. So are they scared say you go default on your debt? So now, with in addition to IMF then pressure where we call conditionalities, then they put all the burden now on the Sierra Leone people them. So instead of you reduce spending and let you go able for adjust, so the people are not go shoulder that burden alone. No, you continue with your reckless spending, and you not care about the salon people them. So you go put the price of things them up, because you know say they affect you directly. Then they cruel. Then they not enough for be president position that as a president, then enough for be your line of action. Your line of action for be just like Papa Naos. Papa Naos now go tell me say no care if you begin sleep angry or not. I be don't give this example. You Papa Naos, you come on at it, you get fine suit, you all nice briefcase, and say you dey go work and stuff like that, and you get a decent work. So you go work and come, but yet you they go with girlfriend or go with party them, go na bar, go drink stout or whatever fancy and then knock goat meat pepper soup or whatever on a can eat there. You bell full, then you can't house. You wef hungry. You picking them hungry. You picking them they go to neighbor, go big guy. They wear boss trusses and stuff. So tell me too, if somebody they assess you, you want tell me say person will assess you as good papa? Absolutely not. You don't show response as a responsible papa at all, because you don't care about you picking them. But yet you get the money, you they work. But you decide for spend your money on girlfriend them or party them, and wanna go na bar and all that stuff. Then that's the happen so to the bio administration. So that they give position to them, party them, their families, their girlfriend them, and all them cronies, and against the people in suffering. So money where you for take and invest in programs them we go loosen the issue or we go lessen the burden on people them. No, you continue for the spender recklessly, and then in turn where you want for trust more money for continue with your reckless spending, and IMF say you for increase your revenue, and then you add tax on the people them. And not to say now tax on something where people and go will live without, where you go say, you know what, I go make the decision between rest and rum, waiting for prioritize, but who people and go tell you say no, I go prioritize rest because rest go sustain me. No, what do you do? You not put by the side them way you go say na discretionary spending items them. You put on items the way na staple, and that's wicked. That's wickedness. I don't say IMF then get economic reasoning for target the areas them. I'll be there explain about that. Saying if you want for get more revenue where people then go complain, but then go still pay the taxes because they're not going to live without the items then they. Now the best way that for put taxes, but it put burden on the people them. Yes, you able for raise revenue, increase your revenue, but it be burden, additional burden on the people them. So President Bio, no, but not also papa for behave. You claim say you not papa for the country. And why you not go behave like true papa, people away, papa we care. Instead, you dey give people them back talk. And this you travel, if it really they benefit the salon people them. Why we still dey trust money? Why the country still the struggle? Instead, you try for say, oh, not to you travel. Oh, now the Ukraine war, Russia war, now the international ebo. So if at all we dey get international global activity, I mean global economic activity, we're not favorable. Not to that time that you need for adjust your spending because it not be business as usual. But no, for you still want continue like say everything is rosy, but yet it is suffer the people them, and the people them for suffer for your own luxury. But it wrong. You want to live a flamboyant life, lavish lifestyle as a president. Wait where you don't resign, where you don't retire as president, and you pension where they give you, you can fly go any side, and if you say the country will care. But you know go they fly at the expense of the country and the average salon person waiting for itself, it can for them. My family na there I go tap am na ya. I know say una go say I always they beat up the president, but the president in attitude, almost every time you hear about things the way they do, it's like they go deeper and deeper into the same thing where they criticize. And that's wrong. By the way, one of me fervent people we actively they participate in a VOS, particularly the write-up. It therefore tell me about Albert Einstein say now in talk about saying if you do something repeatedly and they expect a different result, that's not the definition of insanity. I know we just want to go through all that, but are very much aware. But thank you very much, Brother George. You remind we of the particular quote day. So famulem I go tap na ya and let God bless you with our family and let God bless Mama Sal. Let God bless we viewers, listeners them and the supporters them and the presenters them. We all we they push viewers go before let God bless and direct we all. And Fambulem, as I can always say, let us not swear them people here because now then they all the power. Now then they initiate policies and everything where they affect me, you too. So let us not swear them. Let we pray for let God change their heart and let God bring their heart to that position where they go feel for me and you too. And the one and only country where we call Mama Salon, let God bless that country. They fumble them until next Thursday. By God in power, I go sooner again. I want for like on a member say Saturday we will get Madam Matilda. We will come with another episode of salon issues. It will deal with several issues them, and as a matter of fact, with solution as well, not to just complain, but we will give solution as I give several solutions now. And that will be 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and 10 p.m. Salon time and UK time. And on Sunday, we will get Mr. Shilon and in team, we will come with another edition of Social Media Review. And that's now Sunday. It will be 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time when New York time. And then Salon time now 8 p.m. and UK time as well now 8 p.m. So for me, by God's grace, I go sooner next Thursday, where it will be 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time and Salon time. Unfortunately, it will be 1 o'clock in the morning. But until then, me and Abdul Karim Kargbo, they say, "Una thank you and let God bless. Una tata."